The rules of warfare, also known as International Humanitarian Law or IHL, are a critical framework designed to limit the devastating impact of armed conflict for humanitarian reasons. These international laws protect individuals not directly involved in hostilities, such as civilians, medics, and aid workers, ensuring their safety amidst conflict. They also safeguard those unable to fight, including the wounded, sick, shipwrecked troops, and prisoners of war, guaranteeing humane treatment. Beyond protecting people, IHL places crucial restrictions on the methods and means of warfare itself, aiming to prevent unnecessary suffering. The Geneva Conventions, a series of international treaties, were established between 1864 and 1949, forming the cornerstone of modern humanitarian law. Their development is closely linked to the Red Cross, founded by Henri Dunant, whose initiatives led to the first 1864 Convention for the Amelioration of the Wounded in Time of War. The Swiss government hosted these pivotal conventions in Geneva, solidifying Switzerland's role as a neutral ground for humanitarian efforts. At the heart of IHL are three core principles: distinction, proportionality, and precaution, guiding military conduct. The principle of distinction mandates that parties must always differentiate between civilians and combatants, and between civilian and military objectives. Attacks are strictly permitted only against military objectives, safeguarding civilian lives and infrastructure. Proportionality dictates that attacks causing incidental civilian harm that is excessive compared to the anticipated direct military advantage are forbidden. This principle aims to minimize collateral damage and prevent disproportionate suffering. Finally, precaution requires belligerents to strive constantly to avoid or minimize civilian harm, exercising constant care to protect civilian populations, individuals, and objects. This includes taking all feasible precautions in attack and defense to spare civilians. The four Geneva Conventions of 1949 are foundational, each addressing specific aspects of protection during armed conflict. The First Geneva Convention covers the treatment of wounded and sick armed forces in the field, protecting them along with medical and religious personnel. The Second Geneva Convention addresses the sick, wounded, and shipwrecked members of armed forces at sea, extending protection to naval warfare. The Third Geneva Convention governs the treatment of prisoners of war, mandating humane treatment, adequate housing, food, clothing, and medical care. Finally, the Fourth Geneva Convention focuses on the protection of civilians during wartime, especially those in occupied territories, ensuring their fundamental rights. These conventions were further supplemented by the 1977 additional protocols, Protocol 1 for international armed conflicts and Protocol 2 for non-international armed conflicts. IHL protects various individuals and entities, including civilians, medical personnel and facilities, and prisoners of war. Civilians are protected from military operations, and medical establishments and personnel are granted immunity, ensuring healthcare continues. Prisoners of war are entitled to humane treatment, adequate housing, food, clothing, and medical care, regardless of their nationality. The International Committee of the Red Cross, or ICRC, has been pivotal in developing the rules of war and promoting humanitarian norms. It holds a mandate from state parties to protect victims of armed conflicts and provide essential assistance. International humanitarian law evolved through distinct periods: pre-World War I, interwar, and post-World War II, adapting to changing conflict landscapes. The Geneva Conventions have been revised over time, with the 1949 version being a significant update that shaped the modern framework. The current framework of IHL is largely shaped by post-World War II legal structures, reflecting lessons learned from global conflicts. Understanding these rules is crucial for fostering respect for human dignity and minimizing suffering in times of war. The Geneva Conventions and international humanitarian law stand as a testament to humanity's enduring commitment to compassion, even in the darkest of times.